Most beginners ask, what coin should I buy? That is the wrong question. Asking what coin you should buy is like asking what color to paint a house that doesn't even have a foundation. Let's rephrase that question to how should I structure my portfolio? Because even with a good coin, it will still fail inside a bad allocation. Let's get that clear. You can pick a phenomenal project with an incredible technology, but if you allocate your capital the wrong way, a normal market dip will wipe you out. Today, we fix that. We are going to stop looking at cryptocurrency as casino, where you place random bets. No, we start looking at it as a sovereign wealth fund that you architect yourself. Before we proceed, click on that heart to like, share to someone you want to build with, and follow for more sovereignty like this. Let's be very clear. You don't need 20 coins. There's a myth in the crypto space that holding dozens of different tokens means diversification. You are not diversified. You are just confused. You need structure. Without allocation, you are gambling. You are throwing away money to the wall and hoping that something sticks. You are entirely dependent on hype, luck, and the mercy of the market. With allocation, you are building system. A system absorbs shocks. It protects you from your own emotional mistakes. Professionals don't really care about hype. They don't care about what token is trending on Twitter today. They rely on distribution. They know exactly what percentage of wealth is exposed to high risk, what percentage is secured in hard, unshakable assets. For educational purposes, here is a simple structure model. If you are new, this is the blueprint you should start with. It is divided into three layers. The foundation. So the foundation is your core. This has to be about 50 to 70% allocation of your assets or your funds. These are established assets with long-term conviction. You know, for serious investors, they invest in something like Bitcoin to be their foundation because it is the hardest money ever created. It is the anchor of your portfolio. You know, when the rest of the market bleeds, your core is what keeps your total portfolio from collapsing. This is slow, steady, and secure. The next layer is growth. You can put 20 to 40% over there. These are high potential projects with strong fundamentals. They might be the major layer one blockchains like Ethereum or critical infrastructure networks. They have higher upside than Bitcoin, but they carry more risk. They are real technologies solving real problems, not just internet noise or internet jokes. The very top layer is speculative. You can put 0 to 10% there. These are high risk opportunities you can afford to lose. This is the only place where brand new protocols, small cap tokens, or experimental networks belong. Did you notice something? The bigger the risk, the smaller the allocation. You get it? That is discipline. You can participate in the high risk, high reward market, but you do it with percentage of your capital that you can afford to lose, even when it goes to zero. If you are learning something so far, kindly click on the heart button to like, share to someone you want to learn with, and also follow for more sovereignty insight. This is Spartans in Athens. Stay sharp, stay woke, stay sovereign. Now, look at how the average person operates. Most beginners reverse this, okay? Because they enter the market desperate for fast wealth. They build their portfolio completely upside down. They put about 60% into hype, 30% into trending tokens, and just 10% into solid assets. That's upside down investment. When the market is green and everything is going up, they feel like, oh, they are geniuses. But the moment the market start to correct, And it will definitely correct. You see that their portfolio drops by almost 80% or even more. These hype coins usually never recovers. Their trending tokens are abandoned, and their tiny 10% in Bitcoin cannot save them. So, allocation determines survival. If your foundation is weak, the entire structure will collapse under pressure. Kindly click on the heart to like, share to someone you want to build with, and follow for more sovereignty like this. This is Patterns in Athens. Stay sharp, stay woke, stay sovereign. Rebalancing, the art of control. Building a portfolio is only one step. Step two is maintenance. So, market moves over time. Your 10% speculative asset might experience a massive pump and suddenly make up 40% of your total portfolio value. When this happens, you don't just leave it. If one asset grows too large in your portfolio, you rebalance it. You sell a portion of that high risk asset and move those profits into core foundation. You don't do this emotionally, but systematically. Because you shouldn't let greed convince you that that coin will continue to pump forever. Rebalancing protects gains and reduce risk concentration. Sovereign thinking is about acknowledging what you cannot control and mastering what you can control. So, asset allocation is not about predicting the future. No one knows what the market will do tomorrow. We can predict that. It is about preparing for the uncertainty. You don't control price. You can stare at the charts for 12 hours a day and the price will still do whatever it wants to do. But you control exposure. You control how much of your hard-earned labor is on the line. And exposure control is power. It is the power to sleep peacefully while the rest of the market is panicking. If this change how you think about building a portfolio, comment structure. Let me know that you are moving from a gambling mindset to a system mindset today. Watch episode 6 on risk management because allocation without protection is incomplete. The two must work together to keep your capital safe. Remember why we are here. This is not about chasing coins. It is about building systems. If this was educational or helpful, kindly click on the heart to like, share to someone you want to build with, and if you are curious or genuinely interested in crypto, kindly follow for more sovereignty insight. This is Patterns in Athens. Stay sharp, stay woke, stay sovereign. See you in the next episode.